I'm the case representative for the New Forest, and the New Forest is located in the UK, in the south of the UK, and it's a fairly small site, about 60,000 hectares. And it's really unique in the sense that it's an exceptional site for biodiversity conservation. And there's a variety of habitat, so there's woodland, but also heathland, grassland, mire, and a network of streams, and also permanent and temporary pond. And then there's nowhere else in Lower England where this variety of habitat occur at such a large scale. So that's really unique, and that's what influenced the high biodiversity value of our case study. Because, as I said, the case study has got really a biodiversity value. It's not managed for wood production. So there is the Forestry Commission, which has some conifer plantation, but recently they've been trying to return this conifer plantation to their original habitat, and that can actually be either heathland or woodland. So the New Forest is one of the first sites where there's been a resilience study. So in the last 5 years we conducted this ecosystem services and biodiversity assessment, and we measure 3 components of resilience. So we measure recovery, resistance, and net change. And we've been able to demonstrate that these 3 components actually behave in different way. And so it's been quite an interesting study, and also we've been able to demonstrate that when you consider the forest as a whole, as a system, is quite resilient, but when you consider the woodland side of it, and you apply what is called like a one-off disturbance followed by a more continuous disturbance, the system behaves in a completely different way, and you have pockets of woodland that switch into grassland. So you have this dieback, which is very concerning, obviously. We had a gradient of one-off disturbance going from 0% to 100%. But also we apply a different kind of scenario where the one-off disturbance was followed by a continuous disturbance. So, and that actually made quite a big difference. So the forest seems to be resilient when you apply a one-off, but if after a wind throw you have a constant climate change, then you have this change in kind of state from woodland, and that switches into grassland. And because there's not much regeneration, it is becoming a big problem for the future of the forest. I think also how the New Forest can benefit from Resonate is from the variety of case studies. So obviously the New Forest is quite unique, but we can also learn from other case studies and how they are reacting to future changes or current changes in climate or different disturbances that we've seen here. So yeah, very much excited to learn from other case studies.